Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this new English class. This class is the third intermediate, the second semester. The subject is English, Class 6. The lesson is 1E, Can You Live Without It? It is dealing with the second part of the lesson, Speak and Write. The lesson was prepared and will be presented by Mrs. Al-عامودي. Now, today's objectives are talk about advantages and disadvantages of mobile phone. Then we are going to read a dialogue, or we are going to read a text, and then we are going to answer questions. Then we are going to listen for specific information. We are going to have an audio, and we are going to listen and ask the tasks given and answer the tasks given. Okay, as a warm-up, look at this picture. What is he doing? Yes, excellent. He is playing video games. Do you think it's useful to play with these kind of games? Is it useful? Okay. Everything in life has its advantages and disadvantages. In order to answer a question like this, you should list your advantages and disadvantages. It could be fun. It could lose some time, but be careful that it doesn't lose your quality time, because you can be isolated if you play a lot of video games. So be careful. During prayers, whenever you hear your prayer, you should close it and go to pray. Okay, so when you use it during times, you should be careful about timing. So time management is a great criteria. Even if you sit too close to the TV, it could be harmful. So you have to have a distance between you and the game itself. Okay, so you have to list the advantages and disadvantages in order to answer a question like this. Okay, so let's see. We're going to speak here about advantages and disadvantages of having a mobile phone. Let's discuss it together. Does having a mobile phone have a lot of advantages? Yes, and it has its disadvantages, but according to the usage itself is the one that makes one rise above. So let's see. Number one, it makes communication easy. Very good. It makes communication easy. I could talk to anybody at any time. It's just a ring of a button. Okay. Number two, you can be reached at any time. Anytime I want to talk to anybody, I could just dial his number and I could contact him. Okay. Number three, it's convenient size. It's portable. You can carry it in your pocket at any time. Number four, it has a lot of uses. You can use it as surfing for the net. You could use it to gain information. Maybe the maps. Okay, maybe for games. So it has a lot of uses. Okay. Now, how about the disadvantages? As we said, maybe it's harmful to health. I mean, it's not maybe, it's for sure. So you have to use it at a limited time and not to talk a lot on your phone. Okay, so the latest models can be very expensive. Yes, you can pay a lot of money to buy the new models. It's addictive. Sometimes you gather with your friends and with your family, and you see every single member having his mobile phone in his hand, not socializing together, which can be very harmful. Okay, number four, costly phone bills. Okay, now these are my own point of view, my own disadvantages and advantages. Everyone has their own advantage. You can bring up your own list according to your own point of view. Okay, now let's see. We are going to listen to the audio. We are going to read afterwards and compare the ideas to our answers. Then we are going to answer the questions. Listen carefully to the text.
3. Speak and write.
Mobile phones. Are you for or against?
Nowadays, a great number of people use mobile phones. Personally, I believe they are very useful gadgets. Having a mobile phone has many advantages. Firstly, you can carry it everywhere because it's so small. Also, thanks to mobile phones, communication is easy, especially in emergency situations. They have saved a lot of people's lives because they called for help using their mobiles. Mobiles are extraordinary machines. I mean, you can use your mobile to do almost anything.
Okay, so he's telling you that he is with mobile phones. He is not against. Why is that? How did I know? Because he started listing the good things that he uses his mobile phone for. So he said it at the beginning. They are very useful gadgets. Having a mobile phone has many advantages. So what are the advantages? He's going to start listing the advantages. In a paragraph, he usually lists the advantages, or whatever you want to say. You list them using these linking words. Firstly, next, then, in addition, okay? So he started firstly. You can carry it everywhere because it's so small. So it's convenient. He's speaking about how convenient it is. Here's the linking word. Also, thanks to mobile phones, communication is easy, especially in emergency situations. He gave us a list, and then he's going to provide an example in order to convince or persuade us about his own point of view. So he said that they have saved a lot of people's lives because they called for help using their mobiles. Okay. Now he's telling us his opinion. Mobiles are extraordinary machines. They are fabulous machines. This is his own opinion. I mean, you can use your mobile to do almost anything. Okay. Now, listen carefully and then we are going to complete.
For instance, you can take or exchange pictures, store information, play games, surf the internet, download ringtones, and so on. Personally, I don't think I could live without one. Dan Roberts, Manchester.
Okay, so Dan Roberts, let's go back to the other slide and see what did he say. He said you can use to do almost anything, your mobile phone to do anything. What are the things that he can use? So he started giving examples. For instance, you can take or exchange pictures, store information, play games, surf the internet. Now he's listing the things that he can use or do with his mobile phone, download ringtones and so on. Now he's stating his own point of view. Personally, I don't think I could live without one. Okay, who's he? He's Dan Roberts. He's from the UK, from a city called Manchester. Okay, now let's listen to the other part. Now this is another person other than Dan. Let's see what is he saying now.
I think that there are more disadvantages to mobiles than advantages. To begin with, doctors say that mobiles can be harmful to our health when we use them a lot. In addition, children, teenagers, and even adults can get addicted to them. This can cause many problems. For example, sometimes students use their mobiles at school and interrupt the lessons. What is more, they cause thousands of car accidents every year because drivers are sending a message or making a...
Okay, so he's thinking that there are more disadvantages to mobile. So he's against. To begin with, as a starter, firstly, okay, here's the linking words. Okay, doctors say now he's listing his ideas or his view, okay, that they can be harmful or to our health when we use them a lot. In addition, they can get addicted to them. So he listed first it's harmful, then it's addicting. Now he's going to give an example. Okay, for example, some students use their mobile phones at school and interrupt the lessons. What is more, furthermore, he's going to give you another reason. They cause thousands of car accidents every year because drivers are sending messages or, let's listen to the other part.
Or making a phone call while driving. And don't forget, people who are addicted to their mobiles may send SMS messages all the time, which can be expensive. In my opinion, people should avoid using them. Tom Good, Bristol.
Okay, so this is what's Tom's own view. He's against because they can be harmful to health, they can be addictive, they can cause a lot of traffic problems, okay, or car accidents, and mainly they can be costly, they can be very expensive. So, at the end, he stated his own opinion that people should avoid using them. This is what Tom said, okay? Now, let's go to the questions and see. In which text does the writer have a positive opinion about mobile phones? How can you tell? So, who had the positive opinion, Dan or Tom? Yes, very good. It was in the first text. It was Dan. So what did he say? Let's go back and see what did he say. How did you know it was positive? Yes, I believe they are very useful gadgets. They have many advantages. Okay, so these are phrases that show that he is with, not against. Very good. Okay, let's go to question. Okay, so let's answer question number 1 here. Okay, so what did he say? In the first text, this is clear because of the first phrases. He, she uses, I believe they are useful gadgets. Communication is easy, saved a lot of people's lives. Mobiles are extraordinary machines. I don't think I could live with that one. All of these phrases are positive phrases about mobile phones. Now, which words or phrases do the writers use to list their points? As we said,